As the country winds up the International Women's Month celebrations, National Union of Disabled Persons of Uganda, NUDIPU, has raised concern for the continuous persistence of gender-based violence, most being affected being women and girls with disabilities. While addressing journalists today at NUDIPU offices in Bokoto, John Christine Nsima, Director Programs in the Union, said that the study that was carried out by NUDIPU in 2024, 90% of the gender-based violence perpetrators were men and boys without disabilities, and 65% of the most affected individuals with gender-based violence were women and girls with disabilities.
According to the study by NUDIPU in 2024, 90% of the GBV perpetrators were men and boys without disabilities, while 65% of the most affected individuals with GBV were women and girls with disabilities. It was largely meant to inform the design of that intervention and how we can integrate it within the mainstream government program. And as such, as we are implementing that program, we are implementing it alongside government structures like the office of the DCDO, the office of the DPC in those districts. We are also including the office of the DHO.
Nsima adds that there are still many barriers in accessing gender-based violation prevention and response services, citing an example of communication and information barriers, physical and environmental barriers, and discrimination and stigma, among others.
These barriers include attitudinal barriers, such as discrimination and stigma, misconceptions and myths about persons with disabilities by health workers, and the community on their sexual rights. Communication and information barriers. These include shortage of inclusive communication materials, lack of sign language interpreters, and other accessible channels of communication.
Brenda Kasarama, Project Officer, Uganda National Association of the Blind, also raised the issue of persons with disabilities encountering the challenge of accessing free legal services in case of any gender-based violence cases like child neglect, among others.
On child neglect, we realize that many women with disabilities are raising their children singly, most because they get into relationships that are not lasting, and it is due to their disability. So they are usually abandoned and also neglected and neglected. So you have to look after them as single mothers.
Nsima says that the government should integrate gender-based violence prevention in all its programs. Women and girls with disabilities should be fully integrated in the existing sexually reproductive health services.
As a result, we call for action as such. 1, the government should integrate gender-based violence prevention and response services in all programs. 2, women and girls with disabilities should be fully integrated in the existing sexual and reproductive health rights services, such as youth-friendly corners, maternal health, and newborn babies programs, among others. Government should design social protection programs in terms of cash transfers to improve the livelihoods of families of children with disabilities through the adoption of the Child Benefit Grant.
Julius Mhomuza, Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.